From the creators of Rat Quest, we bring you more of that exciting gameplay, high difficulty level, and most importantly... Okay, going off script for a bit, I did the voiceover for the Rat Quest trailer, but I wasn't paid, so I quit. But then MrRat pinky promised that I'd be paid this time. And what does that say? Compensated for last time? Whatever that means. I hope it's more money. I'm not doing this for free. Anyways, long story short, I actually got paid. Thank you so much, Mr. Rat. Stop it. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. Okay. Back on track. Rat Quest 2, The Quest for Moon Cheese. Coming someday? Wait, what do you mean someday? How do you not know? You're making the game. What are you doing? What is wrong with you?
Hi guys, it's me, John Radquest. Now, I'm sure you were fine with the clickbait part of the video being clickbait with what you just saw. However, I should say it is not entirely clickbait. I intend on making Rat Quest 2 the final installment in the series. I initially wanted to make it a 3-parter, but after some thought I realized what made Rat Quest 1 work at all was the shock you got from it. You didn't know you were walking into a horror game. You didn't know you were walking into really much of what was there. And with Rat Quest 2, it is going to have to put in some work to shock you. Even then, it won't surprise you as much as Rat Quest 1 did. That being said, I don't feel it would be possible to pull that off on a 3rd installment. Not to mention, I would hate to drag out the series too much. But with all said, I would like to say, since it's going to be the finale, I intend on making it something truly special. Rat Quest 2 will have not 1, not 2, not 5, not even 6, but 5 main levels. With the experience I gained from the first game, I feel I can finally make the series what I've wanted it to be since the start. I, as well as that, have a team to make this possible. You may remember Tony's take for the main level theme on Rat Quest 1. I've now got her doing the entire soundtrack for Rat Quest 2. That's actually what you're listening to right now. Thank you, Tony. I'll still write a handful myself, of course, for those who, for some reason, would miss my style. However, general consensus is she's better at this than I am. To be fair, this is her entire thing, and I was trying to balance music on top of everything else I was doing. So, it only kind of makes sense she's a little better at this than me. However, with this announcement, I'd like to deliver the bad news. Rat Quest 2 is absolutely still far off. I only started development a few months ago. It's much, much more complex than the first game, and my day-to-day life has gotten much busier. I was aiming for a Christmas release, but I fear it's not likely. I won't give a release date on it till I am 100% certain it is ready. I learned that mistake with the DLC. While I'm on a roll talking about all the bad news, I should also say Rat Quest 2 will likely cost more than the first. I'm not quite sure how much, but depending on the size of content, I do know the max I'm going to go for is 10. No more than that. If that's the price I hit, just know it means I got everything I wanted in Rat Quest 2 in the game. Alright, now that I've gotten all the bad news out of the way, I'd like to speak about some good news. I have reworked Rat Quest's entire movement system for the sequel to make it feel less floaty, more like a traditional platformer. I had the original system like that in the first game for the sake of challenge. However, after many complaints, I decided it shouldn't be carried over. The jumps are now controllable, meaning the longer you hold the button, the higher you go. Standard stuff in a platformer. I've made you not move at the speed of light when you move in the air. Gave you higher gravity, so you feel less floaty, less slidey on the ground, etc. That type of stuff. My inspiration for this new system was Hollow Knight. I'll also say, despite what some of you may wish, I might have made the sequel harder. As well as that, I've changed how some levels work. They'll be more similar to how the DLC was, where the actual paths are shorter, but there's branching paths for each upgrade you get in said level. Also, Rat Quest 2 will have a stronger focus on speedrunning. It now includes a ranking system at the end of the level to rank you on the difficulty of the path you've chosen, and the time it took you to beat it. Will say I'm not too far into the meat of the game, however, I will give you guys a guideline of about where I'm at on it. Abilities, I am mostly done. Aside from a handful of ones non-important to what I'm working on right now, I am pretty much entirely done with abilities. Levels, I'd say I'm about 40% of the way through. This is I'd say this is the hardest part for me to work on. The rest gets easier from there. Secrets, I haven't done any of these. I lied. This is the hardest part. Waiting to finish the levels before I touch these. Just give me a general layout, that type of stuff. Cosmetics, none are done yet. I wait till I'm done with everything else just to be sure I don't have to go back and change the cosmetics to add one more frame of something else just later down the line. Just wait till I'm done so I can get it all done with at once. After that is bug testing and play testing. Obviously, this isn't done yet. This is something I have to wait till I'm entirely done with everything else on. Hopefully, that being said, I actually have playtesters this time around, so it should be much less buggy on launch. Hopefully. That's about it for the video. In some parting notes, I'd like to say, while this is the final game in the series, I'm far from done making games. I have so many ideas I'd like to make if I can. Thank you all so much for allowing me to do so. I am incredibly excited to show what I have when it's ready.
Subjects all adore me, my vocation knows my name. Oh, how I love these chemicals and the way they flood my brain. Numerals and digits giving meaning to my act. The crime is clearly victimless, I mean it's not like they fought me. Why sell your soul when you can know the market? No need to hesitate when earning profit. Your entertainment needs someone who truly shines. The best of content comes from this.